Well, it's October 30th. We are having our third power outage in about 10 days. We had the big 48-hour one a weekend and a half ago, and then we had 2 half-hour power outages. And this morning I was making applesauce. I was about to turn the crock pot on, and suddenly the power went out. And it was I couldn't get any signal here, so I drove into town, and I guess it's going to be out until 5. Some unknown, unplanned problem with the power pole. I have all sorts of conspiracy theories about what happened based on evidence I'm seeing when I drove into town to check my phone, but we're just going to move on here. So I had already planned to be outside today, which is just as well because I can't do anything inside right now. I did a lot of computer work in the morning. I usually wake up around 4:35 and work on it then. And yesterday I did a lot of work on the computer. So I was already planning to be outside working in the garden, and I'll give you a little tour. I moved some cactuses out here to the front, and they're outdoor cactuses, and what will be will be. I had some trees cut here last year, and I still have a big pile of chips, which I'll be using in the garden. It's just at one end of the property and the garden's at the other, so I'll have to get my wagon out. And there's what's left of the tree I had cut last year, the big dead one. The neighbors had a huge bonfire a year ago and took a lot of the pieces, so that was great. There's definitely a fall feeling here in the woods. This is where the creek goes. Hard to believe pretty soon it will be filled with water rushing down. Right now it's just very peaceful. I did a huge clean out here a few months ago, and that was great. Everything that's green has grown back, which doesn't bother me as much as the dead stuff. There's just a lot of water under the ground. I don't know if you can see that power line just kind of hanging. It was attached, it was like hanging on a tree branch, and PG&E is doing a lot of fixes here for power lines and power poles. So they cut that particular branch off because it said it could be rubbing against it and weakening it. So right now it's just like that, and we'll see what happens. I filled up this refrigerator with some dirt some weeks ago, and they said you could plant zucchini in the fall here in California, so I did. And we'll see what happens. I put 2 seeds here in like September or so, and so far it's growing. I have some lettuce from a head of lettuce a few weeks ago and a tomato plant that never got very far. Did get 1 tomato here. Just trying to decide whether to live or die. Here's the pile of dirt I've been working on. I'm getting close to the end here. I'm putting some in these containers that have holes in the bottom, and I'm filling up this refrigerator. What I'm going to do, knowing what I know about how last summer went, is I'm going to put some sort of pipe, PVC pipe or something, and just drape some sun cloth, some shade cloth over these, because this was one of the worst seasons I've ever seen. I mean, we've had some crazy, crazy weather over the years I've been here, but this extended heat wave from June into October was just unprecedented, at least as far as I know. When I was out here, I moved these some of these leaves away, and I saw I had a cantaloupe. I didn't plant a cantaloupe, but my neighbor planted a cantaloupe and gave me one, and I guess I threw the seeds and everything in here, and it's growing. It's a little tiny one. I don't know how much it's going to grow, but I'm surprised it's grown this much. Here's the perennial garden. All of the herbs and things like that did well. Flowers did well. I have some chrysanthemum over here. Let me get a little closer, that I just put in this tomato tree since they were going all over the place. Some of the herbs are still okay. This lavender, the one on the right-hand side, suddenly took a dive. I'm wondering if I should cut some of it back and see what's left. I still see some green stuff there, but who knows. Some of the mint, things like that, have already died out. And back here, things are doing well. Some marjoram and thyme. Chamomile's kind of dying back. My only pumpkin, probably should cut it off now. It's bright orange. My Walmart asparagus is like doing brilliantly. I have one container here and another container there. I don't know if you can see that. And they're doing fine. I just threw them in there, watered them, fertilized them, and all the ferns are coming out. It'll probably be another couple of years before I can get them. My rhubarb suddenly has an oak tree growing in there, and it's been reduced to 2 leaves. I'm gonna have to get in here with them choppers and get things back on track. Everything is growing back. Not enough that an animal or pigs or anything can hide in there, but it's going back to its natural state. This tree fell over several years ago, and it was living even on the ground. I'd originally wanted to get it cut down, so they just propped it up, and it fell down again last year and got propped up again, and here it grows. This is what he likes to do all day, supposedly feral. Here he is, master of his domain. So this was not a stellar year here. It was a terrible year, but I've learned some new things, and we're going to be trying new things. Like I said, 10 days ago, we were on fire watch with high temperatures. We actually have had high temperatures since June till middle of October, like over 100, and just crazy, crazy hot days. So in a heartbeat, everything changed. And now we've had freeze warnings and freezing warnings and some rain. It's all good. Anyway, that's what's going on here. I'm gonna head out for lunch now since I need to check my messages and all that. Get something hot to eat and just get out a little bit. I think I'm pretty much done for today. I've done a lot of soil moving and some weeding, and we'll see what mood I am when I get back. Hopefully the power will be on, but I don't think so. It's not supposed to be on until 5, so I have several more hours, so chances are I'll be back out here again. Thank you so much for watching.